today's it's gonna be 345 for 10 sets of 3. Some people express their doubts on whether or not I can run Smolov twice, especially the base cycle. And maybe I can't. So I ended up failing on that first set, and when I woke up this morning, or actually when I did my sets yesterday, I felt really good. Powered through the 325 for 5 really fast. So awesome. But when I woke up today, I wasn't exhausted or sore, like physically, but I was just mentally drained. Work didn't help with all their shit going on, and when I started warming up, I actually felt pretty good warming up. But then once I started hitting the weights, it just broke down. I even tried lowering the weight to 335 doing singles. Well, I tried to do a triple, and it ended up being a singles, but they weren't moving at all. So I ended up trying to compensate for the volume, putting lower weights. I did 275 for I think 8 or 9 reps, and then I raised to 295 for 6 reps, and 315 for 5 reps or something. So I just try to make sure I got the volume and kind of did some singles for intensity. But the irony, also the other factor that comes in is the first night or the first day I haven't drank the day before. So I guess I need more Guinness in my life. But now this goes back to something kind of talked about 3 months ago, or 2 or 3 months ago. A lot of people quit the program, not Smolov particularly, but any program about second week through, because usually a program is designed so that on your second week you hit your limits, and then after the second week you're supposed to exceed them. In my case, this is the last day of the second week, and this, in my opinion, yeah, it might be overreaching, overtraining, whatever, but I just have to fight through it. I think I got 1 more week left of the base cycle, and I think I don't want to be hypocritical and state that second week's the toughest. That's where most people reach the limits. Fighting through the limit is what I should be concentrating on. So I think I'm gonna keep going with Smolov. There's only a week left, and these other smaller weights, they move pretty good. So I think it's just a bad day. Maybe I'll drink the night before always. But yeah, and this Vin actually showed up today, and he actually hit his squats really well. This is I think around 200 pounds, and he got beltless 8. That's a PR, definitely a PR for him, especially with like a good form. And yeah, really working hard. He's definitely concentrating on that form, not letting the ego get better of him. He did have a little heavier weight, but he didn't feel comfortable, so he did drop down. Very smart of him, and hit that weight, and good for him. And Vin was very supportive, but I think the funny part, where when I used to work out with Robert, I used to be yelling very negative things to him, and somehow he was able to lift a lot more weight. I think he could testify to that. So maybe I just need someone to call me a bitch and then call me out and such. Did some deadlifts after, like usual. Conventional and sumo mixed. And I started playing with sumo maybe a month ago, and it felt pretty good. So one thing I did change up with both either sumo or conventional, the setup is instead of tucking my rear delts in before I lift, if you notice my butt kind of springs back and forth a couple times, I tighten up once I'm already holding the barbell instead of going in with a tight. So I'm getting tight to the barbell rather than being tight before the barbell. So and I think it actually worked out better. I feel a lot better. Robert was saying my upper back was curving or bending a lot. So I think that's kind of fixed the problem. Then I got overzealous with the sumo. It was going really well for me, so I had a quarter plate on. 365 went up really fast. Didn't even feel it. 405. Didn't even feel that. I did scratch my thigh. I didn't, which kind of a problem. Then I got way too overzealous and put another quarter plate each side. That didn't move at all. But looking through all these videos, one thing I do notice my foot positioning. Again, I don't know what I'm doing in sumo. I keep going wider and wider and wider. I don't know if that's a good thing. I should have I think I should keep it just a bit in where the grooves are. That's what I started with. So I gotta learn to concentrate. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going, pushing through. Any encouragement is helpful. Any encouragement as in not always positive but negative. But you can never drink too much. You can only drink too fast. Be the wolf, not the sheep.